Across every ocean, there is one law. Never lay a hand on a warship.
CIC, sonar. I am tracking 2 contacts. 01, this is ADAN'S. We are 3 clear.
I only want Dr. Sharma and the Prometheus drive. Who owns you?
The Gulf of Aden, where empires come to die. And now, a ship carrying a secret worth more than gold. Across every ocean, there is one iron law that is never broken. Never touch a warship.
CIC, sonar. I am tracking 2 contacts, bearing mark 090. Range is closing rapidly. They are extremely close.
And when the hunter no longer knows fear, the ocean has no laws left. And tonight, that target is worth $2 billion. What made them dare to do this?
I have multiple high-speed contacts, bearing 090. They're closing fast. Impact imminent.
CIC. Confirm the moving contact. 4 fast boats. No identification signal. They're pushing way too much speed for any normal target. We don't want your cargo. We only want to find our people.
Warning. Hull breach detected. Deck 7.
All hands, brace for impact. We have incoming missiles.
Full speed! Don't give them a second to call for backup. Today, we take the biggest ship.
All hands. Condition 1. Bring the non-lethal defense systems online. Weapons officer, stand by with the M2S. Do not fire until you have a clear, confirmed order.
Ares is directly ahead.
His name is Adan. He's not a pirate. He's the opening move. He was hired. He knows exactly where a warship is weak and how to shut it down.
Keep pace, we are 30 seconds out. All teams, prepare to engage.
USS Ares, the newest predator in the fleet. Officially, anti-piracy patrols. Off the record, carrying a cargo no Navy would ever admit exists.
This is the captain. You will protect the package at all costs. I repeat, safeguard Anya Sharma and the Prometheus system. Prepare for Counter-Strike Plan Alpha.
They said it was just another pirate incident. They lied.
They're using drones. The reconnaissance drones are flying low. Captain, they're looking for blind spots.
They used low-flying recon drones not to scout, but to pull our primary defenses apart. While the officers were busy trying to lock the targets in the air, a high-frequency signal was triggered.
You're holding something that doesn't belong to you. Hand over the package within 20 minutes, or we start punching holes in your billion-dollar warship.
The starboard radar system is experiencing local interference. We must switch to manual navigation.
Who is this?
The 4 fast boats weren't pirates. They tore toward the hull of the USS Ares like 4 arrows, all under ADAN'S command. Titanium grappling launchers fired. Their hooks slammed straight into the deck. When they were only a few dozen meters from the hull, ADAN'S team rose as one and fired their titanium hooks. The grapples shot upward, biting deep into the thick steel plating. ADAN'S men climbed like a swarm of steel ants up the ship's side, each of them vaulting over the railing in under 10 seconds. And they had boarded one of the most heavily armed destroyers on the planet. Smoke curled up from the corner of the deck as one of the mercenaries hurled a flashbang into the first entryway. The white blast and the shockwave rattled the entire corridor. ADAN'S team split into two vectors. One pushed deep into the main corridor, collapsing control stations and taking down any sailors who tried to fight back. Metallic footsteps hammered through the passageway, mixing with the clatter of gear, rubber rounds, and the hiss of jamming devices. The second team broke through the electronic lock system, crippling every automatic door around the CIC. Red alarm lights strobed non-stop, flashing across their black masks and armored vests. Two mercenaries hugged the sides of the CIC door, waiting for ADAN'S signal. When he raised his hand, the mini-charge was planted on the hinges and armed. A small blast, compact but powerful enough to rip the steel door off its frame. White smoke poured into the room. ADAN'S team surged through the opening like a stream of steel, taking down every sailor and officer in seconds.
Got contact on the starboard side.
The captives were forced out of the room, herded down the corridor, ordered to lie face down or kneel in the exact restraint formation. The mercenaries drilled into them. Only 2 men remained inside the CIC. Reid sealed the safety door behind them and activated every emergency system. Red light swept across both their faces. ADAN walked slowly across the metal floor, the deck still trembling from the blast. He lowered his weapon, closing in on his target. The flickering light cast their shadows against each other as they faced off. Inside the sealed safe compartment of the USS Ares, with gunfire in the corridor pounding just inches beyond the steel, Dr. Anya Sharma sat, pressed into a corner. Her hair was a mess, her sleeve torn, but her eyes burned brighter than the red emergency lights. She ripped the radio from the hands of a sailor trying to hold his wound shut, pressed the transmit button without a second's hesitation.
You still think Prometheus is a shield? No, it's a kill switch. It turns off every guided missile on the planet, including yours.
Her voice surged through the ship's steel maze, and straight into the ears of ADAN and every mercenary on board. Now, with ADAN standing before him, the barrels still hot, Reid was no longer just the guardian of a mission. He was the only man alive who knew he was standing between humanity and the final button. Reid stood in front of the door leading to the Citadel. ADAN advanced, each step heavy but purposeful. The bay shook as the helicopter approached. Blue streaks of light swept across the steel, illuminating the 2 men facing each other. The sound of helicopter rotors echoed overhead. Ropes rappelled down to the deck like black streaks across the sky. ADAN heard the seal boots land. He realized his time was up. Steel Force River entered. Officer Mark recognized ADAN. No need to negotiate. No need for a second warning. ADAN held Reid in front of him like a human shield, ready to risk everything to escape at the last moment. A seal fired a blinding flare through the crack in the door, sending a blue-white light sweeping across the room. ADAN flinched, squeezing Reid closer. The seals immediately dispersed to the sides, occupying the blind spots of the room. 2 other seals, at the back of the corridor, knelt down to set up laser rangefinders, drawing faint lines on the steel floor to indicate the no-hostage shooting angle. A 3rd seal, wearing a flak jacket, retreated into a charging position. Out on the deck outside, the wind from the helicopters was strong.
Copy that.
The repelling
We are in
lines
position.
continued to shake, carrying reinforcements dropping like black shadows from the sky. Inside the CIC, Adan began to retreat to the left corner. He was trying to find a position to exit the side door. The SEALs recognized the movement. A SEAL in the right corner turned on a low-frequency audio device. The vibration made Adan stagger for half a second. From behind the steel shield, two SEALs rushed in like arrows. One slammed his shield into Adan's arm, breaking the hold. The other locked his legs with a low sweep, throwing him off balance. The billion-dollar weapon has been destroyed. The hostages have been rescued. A perfect scenario for Washington. The sound of the helicopter grows louder. The beeping of the Prometheus reaches its climax. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. The helicopter left the ship. Lights swept over the ship, engulfed in red smoke. Reid survived, but below, the USS Ares was collapsing on its self-destruct countdown. Below them, the remaining SEALs lifted the strapped-in Adan into a safety loop and pulled him away from the blast zone. The ship shuddered one last time. Heat billowed from the Prometheus's cabin like the last gasp of a steel monster. Reid was lifted from the surface of the ship through the helicopter's beam of light, his body suspended in midair, safe but exhausted. An emergency door swung open, and green light from the helicopter shone through. The SEAL escorting Reid walked straight to the hoist, hooked the buckle to the cable, and a hard pull lifted them both off the deck. Reid fell out of the hold, almost to the floor, but two sailors immediately pulled him back into the room. The zip tie caught Adan's wrist in less than 3 seconds. The self-destruct system continued to sound warnings. The red light flashed faster,